Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
And a return. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the run, it's Frazier. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Beck. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Runs through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got room at the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Bulldogs are on the move. They're getting this guy lathered up. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Georgia going up tempo. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bulldogs.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. And stampeding through the defense. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now the play fake. Trying to get to it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ibuka.
Love the coverage of not giving up an inch defensively. They're 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced the tackle for a loss.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Looking to pass, it's Howard. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Georgia 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This offense has a second down play.
Let's go. Double right.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Get set. Get set. Dino.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block, it's Ibuka. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air, it's Howard. He's moving out of the pocket. He's open on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He fires it out to the right. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They go to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Timber. Logger.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, look out! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off.
Cut.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll run the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And you could tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
He'll toss it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
29
A first down run in the red zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now on 2nd and goal.
Easy.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break.
On the
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Slide 22, down.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Georgia 14, Ohio State 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ibuka. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking for a man. It's Howard. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
It's second down.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion.
42 Spiders.
He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ibuka. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Ready up.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Easy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Frazier. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The give to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's back. Fakes the grab on the left. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
Let's go.
Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's dealt. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Georgia going up tempo. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here.
And once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on 4th down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
That's one of those plays when you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the left. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking to throw, it's back. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
This crowd, full throats, spinning the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the run, it's Haynes. At the 20, he's got space. And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football.
He's got it inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete to the right. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
On the play. Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 3, Alabama 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Here's the give off the left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
On the option, he'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
6-9-1, Gators score. Listen.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Cut.
Give to the running back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On the double.
Now on 2nd down.
Cut it. Jackrabbit. Flex.
They'll run the option. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Ready?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
29 Philly. Griffin. Dino. Go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. On 1st down from the 13-yard line.
Lion.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Ready up.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14.
Lasso.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The run from the shotgun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to throw it again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings up a second down. To the air, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on second down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Good right down the boulevard. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Beck. He lost one down the sideline. And that pass picked off.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Milroe. Got out of trouble and throws. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On second down, he'll let it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Off play action. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dropping back, it's back. Throws for the tight end. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown tie. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Running back He's tackled at the 42-yard line.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Back to throw, it's back. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Might as well give it to him again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. The completion well past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 24, Georgia 17.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Milroe. They're trying to get to him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. A first down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down.
Tuna. Hawk. Check.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. got the back over the middle. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box and getting the big stop.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first downs,
got a lot of running room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Got a little space. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. That trip to the end zone ties us up. And tying up is exactly what these two teams should do. They look just like mirror images.
No doubt, two big boys going at it, making big plays. Who's going to make this play late in the game to take their team over the top? Nice individual effort. Your turn to answer.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Bama! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Alabama, number 3, catch and score.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
31, Georgia, 24.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And that to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not a whole lot of room there.